Hello everyone, I'm Shefali Sharma and today I will discuss about the provision of national emergency under our Indian Constitution. So firstly, what is emergency and why is this provision included in our Constitution? Emergency is a state of immediate action. It is a state where the security of the nation is at threat and that immediate action by the executive is required. Okay, so when we talk of emergency, there are two essential ingredients to be fulfilled. First, that immediate action is to be required by an executive, and second, there is threat to the security of the nation or of the country. So our Indian Constitution talks about three types of emergency: national emergency, state emergency, and financial emergency. National emergency is covered under section 352 of the Constitution. Article 356 talks about the state emergency or the president's rule, and Article 360 talks about the financial emergency. Okay. In today's video, I will just discuss about the national emergency. Okay. So when we refer to Article 352 of the Constitution, it talks about national emergency. Before moving on to the provisions, I would like to tell you that national emergency हमारे इंडिया में 3 बार लग चुकी है. The first was in the year 1962 when China attacked India. Okay. The second was in the year 1971 during the India-Pakistan war. And the third was when during the Indira Gandhi time in the year 1975 when the emergency was proclaimed on the basis of internal disturbance. Now let us know what is national emergency, who proclaims the emergency, why is it proclaimed, and what are the grounds of proclamation of emergency. So the national emergency is proclaimed upon the satisfaction of the president. The whole procedure I would be dealing shortly. For now, we do know that it is proclaimed by the president, and the president can proclaim the national emergency in the whole of India or any part of it. Okay. And this national emergency is proclaimed on the basis of 3 grounds. The first is war, second is external aggression, third is armed rebellion. Okay. What is war? When we talk of war, the ground of war includes the formal declaration. War is a state when the two countries sign or the two countries give the formal declaration to use their armed forces against each other. For example, in the case of India and Pakistan in the year 1971. In the year 1971, there was a national emergency when there was a war, a formal declaration from India and Pakistan that they will use their armed forces against each other. Okay, this is war. Second is external aggression. External aggression is different from war. Here there is no formal declaration, but a country attacks upon the other country continuously. Okay, for example, when the China attacked India in the year of 1962 instead, it was the case of national emergency on the ground of external aggression because there was no formal declaration. Okay. And the third ground is the ground of armed rebellion. Before the 44th Amendment, this armed rebellion was called as internal disturbance. It was after the 44th Amendment that the internal disturbance was substituted with the ground of armed rebellion. Now this process of national emergency, how is this proclaimed is the Union Cabinet में कौन होता है? The Prime Minister और जो Council of Ministers हैं, ये दोनों मिलके एक written advice देते हैं President को to proclaim emergency. और जो President है वो ये proclamation Parliament में lay down करता है. Okay, this proclamation which is given upon the written advice of the Union Cabinet is placed to the Parliament by the President. ठीक है. और within 1 month अगर Parliament के दोनों houses ने special majority से उस resolution को pass कर दिया, तब वो proclamation effective हो जाएगा. And if it is not passed by special majority by both the houses of the Parliament, तब वो proclamation will not be operative. ठीक है. When I say special majority by both the houses, it means 2/3 majority of the members present and voting. Okay. So I'll tell you again. सबसे पहले क्या होगा? जो यूनियन कैबिनेट होगा, प्राइम मिनिस्टर और बाकी काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स, वो क्या करेंगे? एक रिटन एडवाइस देंगे प्रेसिडेंट को. प्रेसिडेंट उसको पार्लियामेंट के सामने ले डाउन करेगा कि आप इसको पास करो, एंड जो प्रेसिडेंट होगा, जो पार्लियामेंट होगा उसमें राज्यसभा लोकसभा दोनों 2/3 मेजोरिटी से उसको पास करेंगे। वो रेजोल्यूशन जब पास होगा तब वो ऑपरेटिव हो जाएगा। अगर विद इन 1 मंथ दोनों हाउसेज ने स्पेशल मेजोरिटी से उस रेजोल्यूशन को पास कर दिया तब वो 6 मंथ्स के लिए ऑपरेटिव रहेगा। ठीक है। A national emergency is operative for 6 months if passed by the parliament. And after 6 months, अगर उस इमरजेंसी को और एक्सटेंड करना है तो it will again be placed in the parliament. ठीक है। The whole process will be repeated again if the national emergency is to be extended. ठीक है। और कभी कभी ऐसा होता है, I mean in case जब during this 6 months नेशनल इमरजेंसी को एक्सटेंड करना है एंड द रेजोल्यूशन फिर से प्लेस किया पार्लियामेंट में और उस वक्त जो लोकसभा है वो डिसॉल्व हो गई, उस केस में क्या होगा? उस केस में अगर राज्यसभा से पास भी हो चुका है रेजोल्यूशन, उस केस में भी द प्रेसिडेंट विल हैव टू वेट फॉर लोकसभा टू सिट अगेन एंड within the 30 days the Lok Sabha will have to pass the resolution with 2/3 majority. अगर लोकसभा ने वो 2/3 मेजोरिटी से विद इन 30 डेज पास नहीं किया तो वो रेजोल्यूशन या वो प्रोक्लेमेशन इनऑपरेटिव हो जाएगा, इट विल सीज टू ऑपरेट। ऑलराइट। 44th amendment brought a remarkable change with respect to the national emergency provisions. It brought 4 major changes. First was that the internal disturbance ground was substituted as external aggression. Second is that Article 20 and 21 will not be suspended during the emergency after the 44th amendment. Okay, that the writs can be issued against Article 20 and 21. The third important change was that earlier there was simple majority in order to pass a resolution. But after 44th amendment, there was a requirement of special majority from both the houses of the parliament in order to proclaim a national emergency. Fourth and most important ground is that when we refer to Article 352, the first line says that if the president is satisfied that there is a grave emergency, okay, and this satisfaction of the president is not defined anywhere in the constitution, and this satisfaction of the president was not challenged before 44th amendment. ठीक है, ऐसा माना जाता था कि अगर president satisfied है कि इमीडिएट एक्शन रिक्वायर्ड है, ग्रेव इमरजेंसी अराइज हो चुकी है या होने वाली है, तो वो प्रोक्लेमेशन इमरजेंसी का प्रोक्लेम कर सकता है। ओके। और ये जो सेटिस्फैक्शन है ये चैलेंज की ही नहीं जा सकती, इसका जुडिशियल रिव्यू नहीं हो सकता। बट आफ्टर 44th amendment it was made clear that even the grounds of emergency, in simple words, कि जो प्रेसिडेंट का सेटिस्फैक्शन है वो भी जुडिशियल रिव्यू को अमाउंट करेगा, इवन दैट कैन बी चैलेंज इन द कोर्ट ऑफ लॉ। ठीक है। अगर वो मैलाफाइड है या फिर और भी कोई अदर रीजंस है विच इज नॉट जस्टिफाइड, और इफ द प्रेसिडेंट इज मिसयूजिंग हिज पावर, सो इट कैन बी चैलेंज्ड एंड इट कैन अमाउंट टू जुडिशियल रिव्यू अंडर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. So that was all from my part today with respect to national emergency. Hope I was able to deliver my knowledge to you. Thank you. Keep watching.